Hey, we definitely get more whistle now. You guys see it, man. We got the diesel truck out today. It's been a cool minute since we touched it, did anything on it. This is not necessarily like a crazy build. We're just want to push a little more power out of the 6.5. So gonna go ahead and throw in a nice fat turbo in there, a few other things that are restricted for it. Then we'll throw it on the dyno. We'll see how it stacks up against the real turbo truck right there, bud.
It's gonna be a real good competitor.
You guys know past few days, past few weeks, we've been finishing up the turbo truck. I did new tires up front a couple days ago. Got some nice little skinnies on there. So now we got Mickeys all around. Previously I had some Bridgestones on there, but I didn't really like how they felt on the road. I went ahead and threw on the fat skinnies on there. They got a little more profile, more meat. We got the fatties in the back, so Mickeys all around, man. That's the only way to do it. You guys see it though, we got the diesel truck out today. Gonna do a quick little new turbo on that. And then, I don't know, bud, what's the plans? I know there's a lot of computer tunes that we could do on these just to push a little more power.
Yeah, you could do like a single tune, or you could do like a multi-tuner. So either do like a toe tune. If you do single, you do toe tune, or like I guess like a race tune. Or if you do multi-tuner, then you could choose between whatever you want.
So right now we'll just go ahead and get it all set up, get it installed, and then we'll go from there. It's gonna be pretty simple though. We're just gonna go ahead and take out everything first. So airbox, the turbo. We went ahead and got a replacement for the intake.
We did a 3-inch KBD diesel, just upper intake plenum, so it's a lot less restrictive and better flowing.
So we'll be getting rid of that one and throwing in that new one. So like I said, just take it apart right now and then throw in all the new. That reveals the tiny stock turbo. Look at that. But surprisingly, these did come with a Borg warner. I don't know if you could kind of see it down there, but yeah, these come stock with a Borg warner. Yeah, I mean, we realized, you know, not too many people do content on these. Yeah, they're probably not the best, but with the right modifications, they are pretty reliable. Maybe later down the line, we still got to clean it up, paint the bed still, maybe throw some wheels on it. I don't know. We'll see where the build takes us. Really, the hardest thing with the new turbo is probably just going to be the exhaust piping. Everything else is pretty much just bolts right on. So just got to cut up all the piping for the wastegate, for the exhaust. Probably just going to run it down, dump it. Not too crazy. Just go ahead and cut the old coupler off because everything we're installing is pretty much different sizing. I think the new turbo housing is going to be like 3-inch. So this is a lot smaller. This is like 2.5, something like that. So everything from before we're pretty much not going to use. We're going to pretty much 3-inch here. Exhaust is going to be 4-inch, and wastegate is going to be like 1.5-inch. A few more bolts, we'll get the turbo out. Then we'll go ahead and get this off. We want the turbo truck running good for my bro, because this is gonna we're gonna go ahead and start taking out the engine on this, do the trans swap. We gotta go crazy on the OBS, man. Keep saying we're gonna get it started, but now it's really time. We did the wheels, we did the facelift, just small things so far on the OBS. All because, as you guys know, my turbo truck is pretty much for the most part done. Like I said, the latest thing that I did was the skinnies up front. And for now, that's it, man. Until we go ahead and turn up the turbo, turn up the boost later, or upgrade it, I don't know, we'll see. Of course, though, before we do get started, we want to go ahead and shout out Maxpeedingrods for hooking us up with the turbo that we are doing on this kit. Check it out, man. We got this bad boy right here, S300 from Maxpeedingrods. You guys know the deal. Stay tuned for the install right there. They have a bunch of other turbos and stuff on their website. Of course, we have a discount code in the description. Check it out, fellas. Let's do it. Keep the fuse max. That thing hasn't come off in like 20 years. Weird old school turbo. Somebody in the comments, let me know, man, who wants it? We're gonna throw in the big boy now. Now we just gotta get the exhaust out, and we'll get this off at the end just so we don't have crap flying in there once we have it off. But that's really it, man. When you're working on a truck that's already turboed from the factory, it makes the job that much faster. So like I said, really what's gonna take the longest is making the new exhaust, adding, I guess, the lines. Other than that, we'll go ahead and start putting this shit together, and then we'll get some. So now with all that, we're gonna go ahead and get the exhaust started. We're gonna go ahead and mount the turbo, start doing all the little cuts, welds to get it going. Throw on the wastegate, throw on the plenum plate, and that's a done deal, man. Earlier, you guys seen us take off the old turbo, got the new one mounted. So now we can go ahead and start making that exhaust. So we've already gone ahead and shaped up the exhaust. As you can see, it's really just a straight shot with a dump at the end, and then just a slight curve right there at the beginning, but got it all tacked up. And if you're also wondering where we're gonna have the wastegate go, this small little one right here, gonna have it go right here on the crossover. So nothing too crazy. Like we said, it's not gonna be like a crazy build. It's just to have a nicer turbo, more reliable turbo on there with a nice little tune, 300-400 horsepower. That's all you need, bud.
That's it, you know. She'll have plenty of torque, and
that's plenty to get this truck moving. There you have it, got the exhaust all welded up. Every single little piece, not too bad. Piping connecting to the turbo, as you can see, definitely had a little bit more welding to do, but got that all finished up, ready to throw back into the truck. Let's go ahead and do it. And one of the last things we're still gonna need is the crossover. Already got that cut out, just gotta weld on the wastegate. And the wastegate is gonna look something like that. Hit it with a little dump. Clean little finish, nothing too crazy. This will just weld on right there. And that's it, man. Keeping it simple for the wastegate. And if we come down here, we already went ahead and threw the exhaust on. Show you guys how we're running it. Like I said, got our down pipe over there, 3-inch piping, and then we have a converter right here to 4-inch. So that comes down all the way, down to about the mid cabin, and then just dumps right there. That's gonna roll some coal nicely, man. And then to show the wastegate again, where we went ahead and got that welded. Still need to get the vacuum lines on there. But pretty much like I showed you guys, just a nice little dump for the wastegate, nothing crazy. And that's our whole exhaust setup. That pretty much sums it up. Now we'll go ahead and move on to throwing on the plenum plate and throwing on the turbo. And now that we have all the exhaust together, wastegate, all that, we go ahead and throw on the face. S300, right?
That's right.
There it is. So go ahead and do the honors. Another truck, another turbo. Make sure you guys check out Maxpeedingrods, man. Their turbos are only getting better. So go ahead, bolt it up, and then get onto the plenum plate. We'll go ahead and do the drain. As you can see from the turbo down to our drain, we had to do a little custom outlet for the drain, so had to make it longer, the piping. Of course, just welded it. Then we went ahead and put that small little 45 AN fitting on there. We're using 10 AN. And of course, we got to shout out Evo Energy for sending over all their fittings. They will hook you up for any fittings, any project that you need, turbo, NA, whatever you got doing to your vehicle. Evo Energy's got you covered, right, bud?
Yeah, they got you.
So if any of you guys need some fittings, I'll have a discount code in my description. They have hoses, AN lines, PTFE line, everything that you need, man. It's actually gonna be easier if we get our hose on first before we throw on the turbo, because as you can see right here, barely stops right there. So that's gonna be just enough to get that angle that we need for the rest of the piping. So go ahead, tighten these up and then throw it on. And since the turbo we are installing is a copy of a Borg Warner, and this is a Borg Warner, then our feed plug should be the same on the other turbo, as you can see right here. So got the old plug right there. That should go in nicely into the new one. There it is. Ooh, clean setup, bud.
Yeah.
Go do some burnouts.
Maybe you can now.
Yeah, I see it, man. So not many people have these 6.5s, but if you do, easy little upgrade, man. Then you just go ahead and put the feed line on and looks stock, man. So now that we got all that, we'll go ahead, get our plenum plate right here. Bud already has it pretty much tapped. You did say that you could buy these already with the taps, right?
Yeah, so they sell them, I guess. So the ones that are tapped are for these years, so the DB4s, which are like 94 to I think 2000, and then the DB2s, which is like 92 to 93, I think, something like that. And those do not come tapped. So I got the DB2 ones, which didn't come tapped. So if you want to do that, you just have to drill and tap for your map sensor, your air intake sensor, and then like a boost gauge if you want one.
The easiest way is to buy already done, but this one was cheaper for us, and then we just tapped it. I think it's like a $20–$30 difference between this one and the one that's already. So it just depends if you want to do the work or not. Save a few bucks, but go ahead, throw that on right now. So we got the gasket on, map sensor on. As you can see, everything clears nicely. So if you're doing this, make sure you leave at least.
I think I measured it from like the edge to the center where you want to drill the hole. I think it was like 3/4, something like that.
3/4.
Half inch, something.
Half inch. So, I mean, I doubt anybody's gonna be doing this, you know. But yeah, the easier way would be to just buy the plate. But hey, we saved like 20 bucks. But go ahead and slap that on, man. That's for the boost gauge, and then the air temperature sensor that's gonna go right there. Go ahead and get the piping going to the turbo. And it's a lot easier when the car already comes turboed. When we were doing this on my truck, the LS, sheesh, she was a bitch. This shit took just a few hours. All right, so we're back the next day. We're pretty much done with the turbo install. Buddy's over here adding the final touches. Got our intercooler piping from the turbo directly over there to the plenum plate. Got all our clamps on, got all our sensors on right over there. Just got to go ahead and put on the vacuum line. What else, bud? Get the wastegate going.
Yeah, vacuum lines, wastegate.
And of course, one other thing we forgot to mention, gonna go ahead and throw on a catch can. Probably go ahead and mount that somewhere in this area. So now we're just getting our vacuum lines onto the wastegate. We already got all the ones on the plenum plate. The other side of the wastegate right there, that's just gonna be a vent, so that doesn't go anywhere. So basically that's gonna look something like that. One's a vent, and then one's going all the way up to the plenum plate. Real simple setup. That's just gonna come up over here, gonna plug it in right here. This one goes to our gauge, and then right here's the plenum plate. Real simple. Got our catch can on. We still need to do this side, right, bud?
Yeah, we still gotta have that feed into the intake, but as you can see, we don't have an intake right now, so.
Just run it like that for now, should be fine. But other than that, what you think, bud? Get it started up.
Yeah, we'll get it started up, see how she sounds.
Get some whistles. Quick little easy mod, man. Let's see what it does. Woo! Looking good, looking good. Just gotta make sure for leaks. Hey, we definitely get more whistle now. Let it warm up a little more, take it down the street and see what it does. All right, quick little update before we go ahead and take it out. Obviously you see the update through the filter on. We did the mod of moving the battery over to this side, and that's it, man. Pretty simple. We just made our own custom little brackets. That's it, go do some burnouts, bud.
Try to.
See what it does. But overall, that's the complete setup. Last thing we had to do is connect this side of the catch can right here to the intake. So after that, that is the complete install. You guys see it though, man. Pretty simple install. Let's get it. Just cruising it. This shit already louder. You guys can hear that, but this shit sounds like a jet. Another successful mod, bud.
Another successful one. Sounds good, runs good. So
yeah, we'll see if we get that downloadable tune, make more power. Then we'll race the truck, see what it does. Nah, I won't push that much. I'll probably push like 300-400 max. It's gonna be a good tow rig though, that's the plan. Whoo, that's a proper diesel right there, fellas. Goddamn whistle loud as hell, man. That's a dumb project, man. Quick little project. There you guys see it though, man. Nice loud whistles on the OBS. Now we got that turbo matching with the single cab, of course. Bud, sounds good, drives good.
Feels good. Really needed for that truck. You know, that old turbo was restrictive, so came out good.
Back to this truck, man. Of course, there's always got to be a little issue here and there. Truck ain't starting, so I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on. Right off the bat, I know it's something with the fuel system, so it could be just wiring, maybe a connector got disconnected, maybe a fuel pump went out. I don't know. Let's see. So we ran a few tests, ran some power to our fuel pumps. We got our relay clicking on, but our fuel pump isn't turning on, so thinking we probably have a bad fuel pump. Walbro 450, man. I thought these were supposed to be the best. I don't know. Still could be just maybe a connection. So we gotta take the bed off right now, and then we'll see what's going on under. That's the power of modifying cars, fellas. Anything could go wrong. All right, we got the fuel pump out. For anyone who hasn't seen the fuel pump setup, dual Walbro 450s. I think the pumps are fine. We came to the verdict that for some reason, one of the plugs melted, one of the wires melted the plug. So just gonna have to go ahead and throw in a new plug. So small little issue, but not too big of an issue, but just more of an annoying thing.
Yes, you know, working on cars,
That's part of it, man.
That's part of it. You never.
That's it, man. So this ain't the point of the video, but go ahead and get that. Just had to order a new plug. Wait a few days, then come back, throw it in, and then truck should be backing up running once again. There you have it though, fellas. That's gonna pretty much wrap this one up. Like, comment, and subscribe to the boy. Let's see you on the next one, man.